Hello everyone, welcome to EDY 3310 Education Psychology, task number 2 video presentation. I am Monica Lombo with my colleague Medlin Kuyave. We are doing our third year at the University of Goroka, undertaking Bachelor of Science Education. We are grateful to have Mr. Agoya as our course lecturer and Ms. Agole as our tutor. We are going to do a 12-minute video presentation based on a topic, employee harassment. In this presentation, you will know what employee harassment is, different forms of employee harassment, its negative impacts on their employees, and finally, strategies or ways to address and minimize this issue of harassment at workplace.
Hello viewers, I am Medlin Kuyave and I am going to give you insights into understanding employee harassment. Have you ever heard of someone being harassed at their workplace and wondered what that could mean? Well, in a simpler definition, employee harassment can be defined as any inappropriate conduct or comment based on the protected characteristics such as gender, age, race, religion, or physical disability that is unwelcoming and intended to offend, humiliate, and intimidate our worker, thus creating an unsafe and abusive working environment. Workplace harassment is an abusive and negative practice that is common in almost all parts of the world, including Papua New Guinea. A research survey result in 2023 conducted by the University of Papua New Guinea, 71% of the respondents have reported that they have experienced harassment at their workplace. Workers can experience harassment at their workplace in different ways. There are different forms of workplace harassment you need to know. Sexual harassment, verbal harassment, bullying, discrimination, threats, and physical assaults. In this video, we are going to focus on two main forms of harassment, workplace harassment that are common in Papua New Guinea. The first one is sexual harassment and the second one is verbal harassment.
What is sexual harassment? According to PNG-IMR Harassment Policy 2024, sexual harassment refers to unwelcome sexual advance, requesting for sexual favors, verbal or physical contact or gestures for sexual natures. Sexual harassment also refers to sexual behavior that offended or humiliated a person, thus preventing him or her to perform his or her duty effectively at workplace. Forms of sexual harassment: unwelcoming hugging, kissing, or other forms of inappropriate physical contact, staring, intrusive questions about your private life or physical appearance, requests for sex in exchange for pay increase or job promotion, and unwanted invitation to go out on date. Impacts of sexual harassment: studies have shown that victims of sexual harassment found themselves in an unsafe, hostile working environment, which can have a serious impact on their emotional and mental well-being. Prevent workers from enjoying a safe and positive work environment, causing trauma and sickness resulting in decline of productivity and loss of income. Prevent workers to fully maximize their potential at work and causes social isolation.
Another form of employee harassment is verbal harassment. According to an American employment lawyer, verbal harassment is defined as the use of derogatory language, offensive jokes, threats, shouting, yelling that makes a person to feel uncomfortable. When that happens, it creates a hostile and unsafe environment for an employee. Verbal abuse can be very destructive in nature, as bad words can have lasting impact on the lives of the person experiencing it. According to the Bible, words are very powerful, and if used in an abusive way, can harm the mental and emotional well-being of the offended person.
If you are a person who is engaging in an inappropriate conduct or behavior at your workplace, it's important you need to know the negative impacts of verbal harassment to a person experiencing it. When an employee or a worker is frequently exposed to offensive jokes, threats, yelling, shouting, and the use of derogatory language, he or she tends to find himself in an unsafe and hostile working environment. This means that the person is feeling uncomfortable.
Address employee harassment, sexual or verbal harassment. What are the responsibilities of employees or workers when it comes to workplace harassment? There are things workers need to do when they experience harassment at workplace. Seek support, keep detailed records of incident, report the harassment to relevant authority, file a complaint, seek alternative dispute resolution, assist another employee facing harassment, find your employee anti-harassment policy and read it, avoid engaging in inappropriate behaviors. What are the responsibilities of employees when it comes to workplace harassment? According to Employment Act of Papua New Guinea, employers are obliged to ensure a positive working environment for their employees by developing a policy statement that addresses bullying and harassment at workplace, conduct training to train supervisors and workers on how to implement anti-harassment policy at workplace, develop a reporting mechanism or procedure the worker and the victim of harassment.
Presentation, we have looked at employee harassment and have identified different forms of harassment that both male and female employees experience at their workplace. Harassment is a workplace hazard that threatens the health and safety of the workers. The impacts of workplace harassment, as discussed, are serious and harmful to the well-being of the victims, which can lead to low production in the company or the organization. Sadly, there are many victims out there at their workplace who are suffering from harassment, and they need our support and assistance. Therefore, to address and minimize this issue, the strategies outlined must be followed to ensure safe and positive working environment for all employees. Remember, it is everyone's right to work in a safe environment that is free from harassment. If you are an employee, supervisor, manager, or an employer watching this video, together let's end this employment harassment and advocate for safe and positive work environment for all employees. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. We hope this video finds you helpful. We see you